actually, we have been thinking about Ambedkar. And Dr. Ambedkar is probably one of the important figures in 20th century, where he is visible in the textuality, text, print, public, as well as he is visible in the mobilization, larger social political mobilization. So I think this is one of the important figure where who was in actually correspondence with larger global actors of the actor who were actually raising the voice against the various kinds of structure of operations such as race, because Baba Sahib was writing to the boys, he was actually corresponding to various world leaders who were responding to the larger structure of operations. So Ambedkar's entire body of writing, if you see that Dr. Ambedkar actually wrote, almost in my belief, he wrote almost more than 50,000 pages. His entire 21 volumes, if you just count those pages, it's more than 50,000 pages. And this entire corpus is actually, one can see it in the various compartments where he is actually responding to the caste. He is actually providing caste rating and responding to the caste society in hope of alienating caste. So his essay, 1960s essay, which was actually written here, first work of Dr. Ambedkar, which is Caste in India, later on published as Caste in India, Genesis of Caste, Annihilation of Caste. These are the important seminal work which was written by Ambedkar. His political writings responding to Jinnah, Gandhi, and contemporary political parties was one of the domain of his writing. His financial writing on economics is one of the domain of his writing. He was actually writing in order to formulate policies and procedural amendments. So his writing such as state and minority is almost like a mini constitution, which later on Dr. Ambedkar actually one of the major architects of constitution, and which is globally celebrated as one of the fine constitution, where countries like India, where we do have various kinds of sectionalities and few thousand castes. Sectionality is something which is very narrow word when it comes to South Asia. So we have few thousand castes, and each caste does have its own Gotra, Sutra, and all that. So basically, Ambedkar actually provided the critique of this caste society, and he brought social reformation through his humongous writing. So his Buddhism and his Dhamma is one of the religious writing, or writing on history, such as who were the Shudras and that kind of writing. So Ambedkar was actually writing history. He was providing. He was building institution. He was providing alternative to social cultural mobilization. He was actually providing alternative to contemporary colonial administration, and making procedural actions for the emancipation of caste, as well as for the larger liberation of the historically humiliated, ghettoized, untouchables and minorities. So Ambedkar is one of the important civil rights hero fighter, which was in alliance with larger global leaders of civil rights movement, such as Martin Luther King here in US, and Du Bois, and many more. So I think this is one of the important occasion, and this is good beginning where we have been actually celebrating Ambedkar in Columbia and other parts of the university. So university is responding to Ambedkar through his writing and larger reflection on his work, as well as masses are reflecting and asserting Ambedkar. Rightly, Sambhaji Bhagat, Dada, and other poets actually talked about. So people are asserting Ambedkar as their Masiha, someone who actually torch bearer, someone who actually emancipated, liberated these historically humiliated untouchables and people who were actually excluded on various avenues. So I think this is good beginning, and salute to Dr. Ambedkar. Once again, warm Jai Hind to you all. Thank you.